Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Gronch Music, the podcast where you think of really cool things to say, but then forget them halfway through. My name is Lance, and as always, I'm joined by two of my closest friends in the world. First up, he's here to turn your fun day into a bad day. It's a fan favorite, Lucas. Lucas, how are you doing?
Okay.
I'm editing that out for sure. Next up, he's never been late to do podcasts except for this one and the last one. It's Matthew /Rosh /the Garlic Lord. How are you doing, Matthew?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm alright. You know, today, boys, we're covering the album True That by Michael Cera. This album came out in 2014. Lucas, how did you find this album?
This is a short and sweet one, dude. Honestly, I feel like we've been dealing with a lot of big piles of horse crap recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's 39 minutes. It's very nice, dude. It's a little quaint album.
Matthew, how about you? What do you think?
Put this album on the shelf, dude. Put this album on the little hipster shelf.
Yeah, honestly, when I went to listening to this, I didn't really know what to expect, like, at all. But it was quite surprising in a nice way. And I actually did, I think, quite enjoy it for the most part, even though there's maybe a couple of memorable tracks, but other than that, it's just kind of more of a whole album experience that you're there for.
I think I'm the odd one out here. I don't think I like this album very much. I found it, for the most part, to be pretty fucking boring. I thought there was like 2 or 3 songs that were worth a damn, and we'll get to that later. I have a rant to go on about one of these songs.
Oh no.
What should we do, Lucas? You had a plan in mind of how to tackle this?
So this album has some quirks, and listen, I'm very positive about this album, but I think it's also kind of a fucking pog.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 14 instrumentals and 6 lyrical tracks.
Yes,
we noticed.
So I think the best way to do this is to split them up into different categories.
Okay.
And review them separately.
I think that's a decent idea. So should we go through all the lyrical tracks first?
Lance, which way does your anger slant?
That's the lyrical side for sure.
Okay, then we should start with that, I think.
Okay. So Uh-Oh Trouble, I don't think that one's lyrical, right? It has like some samples in it, but that's it, right?
It's just like a very guitar twanging, like 40-second intro instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moving In, that one's also not lyrical?
No, it's not, but it does.
Well, then we get to Clay Pigeons, which is the song that I have the problem with. Now, I think this is the best song on the album by far.
Same here.
And the issue is Michael Cera did not write this song. It is a cover of a song by Blaze. His name is Blaze Foley. It's from the 1980s. And the reason I thought I realized this is because he mentioned Texas in it, and I realized the song was like Southern influenced. I was like, this guy's from Canada. Why is he singing about fucking Texas? So I went on the Wikipedia for the song, and he did not write it.
Wow.
I am so pissed because I think it's by far the best song on this album.
It really is. I do agree with that. I didn't know he. Wow. I didn't. Okay. I guess the other thing is. Yeah, I guess it is not a great thing if a cover song is the best song on an album.
Yeah,
that's probably a
this
good
is
point, right?
I like to call this. Wait, hold on. I need the name of the album specifically because this is a recent thing that happened.
Not even just that. I think Michael Cera's vocals on the song, he literally sounds like a child compared to the other singer on it, like the guy that has the lower voice. It sounds like he's singing with his dad or something. I get that vibe.
We call this the new abnormal phenomenon.
What does that mean?
Wherein the best song on the album is one that is just a remix of an older song by Billy Idol.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm glad that he stuck to the instrumentals for the most part because his singing is kind of pathetic on this song. In my opinion.
If I'm being quite honest, it's not I couldn't notice his voice, but his voice felt very forgettable.
Listen, boys. Okay, you don't understand. This is a Michael Cera music album, dude. Pathetic and forgettable are like what you want, dude. That's what you come for.
Is
It's
that
Michael
that's what he's
Cera.
aiming for? The artistic vision?
Look at him, dude. Look, it's Michael
Yeah,
Cera.
he's a scrawny piece of shit, but his music can be worth a damn.
I think there's some good songs, dude.
Listen, Lance, this is just the first stage evolution of the Michael Cera tree. After this is Jesse Eisenberg doing music, and after that's Andy Samberg. You gotta go with the weaker stuff when
He's right.
Michael Cera.
That is the Pokemon.
I do
evolution.
respect the fact that he's like branching out into different mediums, but I think the fact that he put his name on it gives me like full access to like rip this guy to shreds. He could have like went under a pseudonym or something if he didn't want me to find this album and talk shit about it, but he called it the Michael Cera album.
I think he has a very recognizable voice, and it would be.
Yeah, but it
There
sounds
would
like
be
a
no point
child's
hiding it.
voice. Like literally, it sounds like a
Yeah.
child's voice.
Do you think he should like RP a child?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what he should do. I think it's not as bad on the other songs, but definitely on Clay Pigeons.
He's gonna pull a little Dicky instead of RPing his own brain. He's gonna RP just a random child version of himself. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Should we move on to the next song?
Yeah, let's keep moving on. Let's keep going here.
Okay, what's the next song with lyrics?
Next song with lyrics, if I believe. I wrote out the
I Can't Live Like This? A fourth song?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm,
I felt like this song was kind of weird. It was like all over the place.
I think I looked at the lyrics. It wasn't like super dense or super heavy in terms of lyrical content. It was more of just a recurring
It was
theme.
about when you fuck a trap. That's what the lyrics are.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Did you confirm that? Is there a Genius verified lyrics section with the green highlighted text?
There will be once I write one. Hold on. I don't have a Genius account though.
You have to hack into Michael Cera's Twitter
Oh
and
yeah.
get into contact with genius.com.
I can do that. I'll just convince Michael Cera that I know what he's talking about.
What's the next
I'm trying
song
to
with
remember.
lyrics? Oh, is there anything, what were you saying, Matthew?
I'm trying to remember like what are the songs lyrics? I think it's Clay Pigeon.
Steady
What
Now.
Gives- Steady Now. Yeah.
Boys, I literally wrote out the Morse code for which ones are have lyrics and which ones are
The dashes and
instrumentals.
dots?
No,
What does it
zeros
spell
and
out?
ones, dude.
What is
That's binary.
isn't it?
Come on, man.
Binary, sorry. I'm
What-
sorry,
What does it
everybody.
say? What does
I
it say?
apologize. You want me to?
What's the
it
translation?
says $2 in ASCII, which I believe to be a deep cut loony reference or Toonie reference.
Toonie reference. Oh snap!
I'm lost. What the hell are you guys talking about?
$2. The binary translation, like if you convert the songs with lyrics, not lyrics, into binary with ones and zeros, the translation of that into what was it? Error?
ASCII, dude.
ASCII. You get $2 as the
Into
word
like
translation.
ASCII Unicode.
Okay. I'll take your word on that one.
Michael Cera definitely intended that.
So,
I'm putting that on the Genius as well.
so Steady Now, that's the next song with lyrics, correct?
Let me just check the ASCII. Yes, it is.
How'd you guys think of this song?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I cheated a little bit, because part of me wasn't really getting the lyrical content. I looked at Clay Pigeons and I saw one genius comment, and it kind of everything in the album made sense after this.
From
It
Clay?
felt like- It was weird. It was weird. It was just I don't know why it was from Clay Pigeons, the song that he covered, but the rest of the album from that one comment actually made sense.
Care to elaborate? Or are you saving it for
Okay.
later?
So I can elaborate now if you want.
It's up to you. I
but-
don't know what it is, so
I think in Clay Pigeons, what was the lyric? It was to sit down beside a fat lady and her two kids or something
yes,
like that.
that's right at the beginning
Yeah.
of the song.
Yeah, and the comment was like it's supposed to like represent some sort of finding stability.
Yeah, I read that.
And I looked at the rest of the tracks and started reading it, and I was like, it's almost like trying to jump into this uncomfortable new world that you're not used to and try to set up a stable life for yourself. Like I guess Steady Now is a pretty, how should I say, obvious title example. But it kind of, I feel like it does sort of, that theme sort of prevails as the album goes on. He meets people, he experiences new things. So, sorry, I just want to get that out there before we keep going here. But I think Steady Now also carries that theme.
Is there anything specific about Steady Now?
Specifically,
I don't remember too much about this song. It's probably forgettable.
I think it's like, yeah, it was. I think what I remember about it was just very straightforward thematically, but yeah, anything specific about it, I'm.
Then what's the theme, Ross? If it's straightforward.
Stability.
Are you trying to expose my man?
I want to know.
Stability.
I think the people should know. We're a music review.
Steady Now. Yeah, trying to find stability, trying to find comfort in an uncomfortable place.
Mm-hmm. So next song with lyrics is Ruth, which is a very long song. It's the longest song in the album, right?
I like this song. I'm a fan of this song.
It's 5 minutes long. Meeting Ruth. Nice little character.
You guys have anything to say about this?
Let me pull up the lyrics real quick. Elaborate.
There's one song about a miscarriage, one lyric about a miscarriage.
Yes, I think that's in Ruth. That's like, I think the starting verse, the opening verse.
And that will be without Ruth to you.
I think and I wrote down that it had a repeating simple melody. I think it was very like the same thing over and over, like a 5-second loop of a song. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, Lucas is not wrong. It's a very nice little cute package of an album. It doesn't really. It's kind of weird though, because the lyrical content, it wants to be like, oh, I'm trying to, break out of my shell and try and do this new thing, but it's a very, concrete, sort of repetitive, sort of staying within its own bounds of instrumentals and just kind of song structure in general.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is like it seems like beginner style stuff. I'm not sure how experienced of a musician he is.
That's the core of this album, right? Is that Michael Cera is like not even a musician. This was just like a thing he did. He just like knows how to play instruments.
It's pretty good.
I'd say at the beginning is the most elaborate stuff. I think, like the second song, or the second instrument, or the like moving in and then clay pigeon.
I like that. It actually. The first three, it almost reminded me of like a Western sort of saloon vibe, which is kind of cool. I haven't really heard that in many albums or music before, or mainstream music.
That moving in sounded very creepypasta.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
we're discussing that later, aren't we? I have some things to say too, but.
Oh really? Okay, all right.
So in Ruth, there's like one lyric. So the whole song is double tracked, which means you have like multiple lines of vocals. And there's like one lyric where they just stop the vocal tracks, and it sounds so weird. He's just like out on an island by himself, basically, in terms of vocals. And I think the music stops too. It's just like straight up like a cappella, or not a cappella, but just like by himself.
God, yeah, I think I vaguely remember that, but I might have.
I don't know if it was like an error or it's supposed to be like that. It just didn't sound good to me.
I want to hear that now. Jamie, pull that up.
Next up is Oh Nadine.
Oh, I like the song actually.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know if it's the. I think it's more of the melody itself. It was really nice. It was very, very, I don't know, relaxing in a way.
Yeah, I felt like it was Beatles-esque. It was kind of like a John Lennon song or something.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did quite like it. I think probably because it reminded me of something else, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So yeah, maybe it is John Lennon-esque.
Nadine is like the name of his, not his wife, but his like lover? Question mark? His longtime girlfriend?
Oh, so he's not married, or?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know that he was only 31 years old. I thought he was at least like late 30s.
Whoa, he's 32. Excuse you.
Did he just have a birthday? I swear I said 31.
Oh, wow. They already updated his birthday, but his birthday's tomorrow. What the fuck?
Whoa. Happy birthday, Michael Cera.
Happy birthday, Michael Cera.
It's Michael Cera's birthday. Oh my god, I didn't plan this, dude. Holy shit. I
wow.
literally didn't plan this.
Kappa.
That's amazing.
This guy's looking on
Kappa.
famousbirthdays.com.
Dude, what are the odds?
What are we gonna tweet this video of Michael Cera now? Get
I already
some
did.
exposure. Oh, nice.
I'm
All right,
tweeting.
let's do it.
I'm live streaming. I'm tweeting him the whole time.
You're live tweeting him.
Yep.
Periscoping him.
Nope.
Oh.
Periscoping in my nutsack. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Next up is Those Days. It was like the last song, right? I didn't miss one, did I?
Yeah. Nope. I think that was.
Nope.
I think the next three after 019 are all just instrumental.
All I remember about this song is that he mentioned suicide,
Yes.
which I'm sad.
Um,
Michael Cera, get better, buddy.
I don't think it was like it was a suicide in jest, dude. It was like let me try and find the lyric.
And I think the singing was a bit better on the song. It wasn't as pathetic. Maybe he like learned how to sing halfway through, at least a bit.
Okay. Interesting thing. Okay, hold on. I have to. I'll make my point first, then I'll get into it. But Lucas, what was the? Or I guess what was the lyric about suicide?
Oh yeah, it was so the full one is in those days when my hands were tied and thinking was suicide. So it's not really like depressing.
True.
Oh, so yeah. So the way I thought about the song, kind of keeping with the theme of it, it just seemed like a introspective look back on everything he's done, and the point you're making about how he's singing better. I wonder if every single song on the album up until Those Days is just like a past version of himself, and Those Days is just a current version where he's more comfortable, therefore he can sing better. But the past songs where he's singing not that great, he's
So
like
you
a
think he
child.
was singing like shit on purpose?
Yes,
and then he
maybe.
sung-
If he
Because
put
he's uncomfortable.
If
Because
he
he's
put-
uncomfortable.
if he put that much thought into this album, I would be shocked. I would be appalled.
That would be nuts. Just imagine.
I'd say
That'd be big
stop
brain.
with the narratives and get back to the fucking drawing board for your songs, you piece of shit. No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know.
Michael Cera, I know
Look-
he's an avid watcher of our podcast, so I'm sorry for shit talking you. That's it for
we are
the
brothers.
that's it for the lyric songs. Now we're going to the instrumentals, boys.
Oh yeah, it's where I love to be.
Moving in, I think should we skip the first one? I think we covered it, right? It's not a lot to it.
We had Stinky, and then we had
I think it's
Moving
pretty
In.
good, dude. It
Oh,
sounds like a horrible creepypasta. It has a very good. Can we talk about the sample? It reappears on another song.
What sample? Oh, I think we should
The
leave
Moving
that
In sample.
one.
It's very spicy.
Yeah,
We'll
but
leave it
moving in for the
there.
most part, it's like it's very lo-fi. I thought the
Yeah.
whole album was gonna be this lo-fi, and I was confused for a second because it sounds like really scuffed, to be honest. I think the issue is that he went lo-fi and he went loud. And those aren't really a good combo, in my opinion.
I disagree.
Okay, fair enough.
Loud-fi.
I think lo-fi and loud is extremely appealing.
Next up is Of a Thursday. This one's like a piano instrumental, if I recall correctly.
I think so, yeah.
He's breaking out the
I remember-
piano.
One of the instrumentals here I did not really care for. I think it was Of a Thursday. There was just some like sort of weird progression that I just
I
did not
think
like.
what you're saying, I think he missed notes. And I don't
felt
know if it
kinda
was on
like
purpose.
that.
Like he literally missed notes on this song, and I don't know if it was on
Kinda felt like
purpose or he just didn't want to do another take. He was just like, "This is like the last song you recorded
is-
on the album."
this-
He's just like done.
This song is like listening to like a child's piano practice session.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like a recording like a 14-year-old would make.
Or like a 6-year-old.
He's trying his best.
He's trying.
Next is Too Much. It's a guitar instrumental. I thought this was one of the better instrumentals, maybe the best one actually.
Probably. I did find that the guitar instrumentals are much nicer to listen to than the piano ones I felt. I think there was one piano instrumental that I found really nice, but other than that, didn't really care for them too much. So
And then we have Gershie's Kiss. I feel like the name of this one is the most interesting part of it.
Sounds like a Binding of Isaac item.
It does kind of.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it. I don't know. The instrumentals in general, I couldn't exactly connect them too much other than maybe just the song titles.
I
That's
like
about it.
Gershie's Kiss, dude. Man. Very very weird and discordant.
It makes me think of like Girthy Kiss, which is kind of gross.
Ugh.
Is Gershie like a person? You think? Like a nickname?
Yeah.
Maybe
A
it means
girl?
like I don't know.
Gershie's Kiss.
I think it's like grandma, dude. I think it's
Ew.
like weird slang for grandma.
It's
This is a
Canadian
sad
for
Michael
Alberta.
Cera album, dude.
Where's he? Is he
Yeah,
from
it's
Alberta? I assume he's from Alberta.
Brandon slang, but he's hold on. Let me check the Wikipedia
It's
page,
Albertan
boys.
slang for fucking grandma.
I don't know, mate. But like, what would you call the grandfather then?
Grandpappy.
Gersha?
Gershie.
Gersha? Gersho?
You find anything, Lucas?
I think Brampton.
Oh, that's not.
Brampton.
That's boring. It's the most boring city you could have said. Okay, next up we have humdrumming. Now this one has like rasping in the background. He's got lips. He's got lips moving. Did you guys hear
A little
that?
bit, yeah. I think so. Yeah, there's a couple of
There's like
there's a couple others. Yeah. There's a couple of songs that are pretty much instrumental, but there's a couple of almost uses of I don't know. I think I saw was it Isaiah Carey or something? Isaiah Casey, I think was the guy. You know, there was a couple of like the
Who?
oh wait, actually no wait. Is that the sample you were talking about?
Oh, did we miss the sample?
No.
Which-
Like it was him moving in, and he's like, I hate like this country something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Okay, is that the
about
one
it?
you're talking about, or
What about it? Yeah, that's the one because it's in the other one as well.
yeah?
What's the
I
second
think
song that's in? Oh, I see it.
I can't remember. I think it's
There's
Sexy
the two
Danger.
explicit songs.
2048, maybe.
No,
Can't
it's
remember.
Sexy Danger.
It's Sexy Danger.
Sexy
also.
Danger.
2048 is the next song we're talking about.
2048 is the Minecraft song, and I'm a fan.
Minecraft song.
The-
I thought it was like a phone. It was like a phone ringtone turned into a
the
song. I'm pretty sure
phone
that's the
game
gimmick.
of grade 10.
Yeah, it came out This album came out in 2014, which is the same year as the 2048 game.
I didn't even put the dots together on that one. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Oh
why
my God.
it sounds like a phone ringtone. It's
Yeah, a little bit.
it's like he's playing 2048 and his phone goes off and he makes a song about it. I think that's what the song is. That's my story.
Part of me doesn't like the song anymore because of that.
I
like
think the
it, dude.
beginning is real harsh and then it turns like okay. I don't know what's going on at the beginning of 2048. Next up is Old Grey Whistle, instrumental.
Old Grey Whistle.
I don't remember this one. I feel like this is the place of the album where the instrumentals is blend together. The whole thing becomes instrumentals.
Yeah. Well, because it like, I don't know. It feels like between, what's the like in between every single lyrical song? How many instrumentals on average are usually there? 2 to 3.
I don't know if it's in between songs. It's just like random for the most part. I think near the end it's more instrumentals.
It's like 1, 2 lyrics, 1, 2 lyrics.
Ross, it's
This
not
is
75%
boring.
of the songs. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Next up is Brat.
not-
Brat
that
instrumental.
many.
Do you guys have anything to say about Brat?
I think I remember. If I remember anything about Brad, I think it was actually like pretty decent. But at the
It's the
same
raw
time-
seal of approval. The pretty decent seal.
A pretty
Mo-
decent seal.
Moving on.
Like you said, all these kind of blend in after a while. So
Sexy Danger. Now, Lucas, do you want to talk about the sample this song uses?
Yes, I do. I would like. Can we edit in a video side by side for the video for the sample that this was taken from?
Perhaps?
Because it's very good.
Yeah.
It's a classic clip.
It's the clip where the news reporter is complaining about the heat and the bugs, and he's mad.
The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town.
You want to do your impression of it, Lucas? Because I don't remember.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Perhaps.
When I'm listening to my Michael Cera instrumental song, and then a lyrical song comes on. The fuck is this? That's my.
Is that it? You're just doing that one line? Okay.
Dude,
I don't know, dude. That's not even one of them. That's not even a memorable line. It's just like a random line. I don't know. He's just like, it's hot as fuck out here. Fuck this country. Something like that, you know? It's okay. Moving on. Smoke Eyes instrumental. Smoke Eyes instrumental, guys. How'd you guys feel about this one?
You know how I feel, Lance? I feel like we just go next.
Big next on Smoke Eyes. You're not even gonna get a 54-second song. You put so much effort into it, man.
Know what the ultimate next is? Kettle, the song we just skipped.
Did we skip Kettle?
Yeah, we did actually.
Sorry, Kettle. Does anybody have a single word to say about Kettle? 3 minute and 10-second song?
No, I like Smoke Eyes better.
I just wanted to acknowledge that we forgot about it.
True. Fair enough. I think that's it for this album, boys. We covered every song.
Cool.
Now it's time to move on to the Rossometer.
Ooh,
the classic gimmick.
Ooh.
Classic gimmick.
This isn't a gimmick. This is the most important part of the show at this point.
Hey, Ross, I've got some bad news.
Uh-oh. What is it?
I heard from corporate, and you have to add another star to your rating scale.
No.
What?
No.
I'm sorry. It's the higher ups. It's a corporate decision.
Oh no.
What am I supposed to add?
You just need another star. You need. I don't know, Ross. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I thought it already had 5 because it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.
Look, dude, it's corporate logic. Okay,
Fuck corporate.
we gotta show 5, and we gotta show it by Monday, or else we're gonna get fucked, dude.
I'm okay with
We're gonna
getting
get
fucked.
We're gonna get our asses sucked and our balls licked. Is that what you want?
Lance, can you confirm this?
No, this is false. Lucas is rusing
False?
you. He's trying to.
Lance,
He's
Lance is in the
jealous
dark.
of the Rossometer, and he's trying to destroy it from the inside out. That's what's happening here. It's clear as day.
Lance is in the dark. They're not sharing the information with him anymore. They're trying to kick him out. His contract's ending soon.
Ross, hit up the Rossometer.
All right. Stop stalling here. On the Rossometer, I want to say, despite the sort of maybe not exactly falling asleep. I didn't fall asleep during the album, but I felt like there's a couple of slow points. But despite that, I like to give it an ROS out of Ross.
Oh wow, really?
I think so.
Generous.
I like it.
That's generous.
It might be generous, but I did like it. It reminded me of a lot of nice things that I listened to, and I was like, yeah, I can listen to this again.
ROS. Lucas, how did you find this album?
How did I find it?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Like how did I discover?
How did you? Yeah, how did you find it?
Well, Lance, there's one thing you should know about me, and it's that I'm a Wikipedia rat from birth. Okay?
Oh.
I just go on Wikipedia all the time. I just do it every day. I constantly browse Wikipedia, and I insert all sorts of useless information into my head, such as the fact that the Canadian actor Michael Cera has a music album.
Released in 2014.
I regurgitated that information, and I decided we should listen to it.
Fair enough. How about... okay, I think we're going to call this the meme archetype now. Did you guys think of any interesting meme archetypes?
Yes.
I was first thinking of calling this Virgin, but I don't really think it fits into the Virgin playlist.
I was legitimately ready to give it a proper archetype, like a Doomer Bloomer.
That's fine. That's fine, Matthew. We can do that.
Okay.
Lucas, do you have something?
Meme-wise,
it's hard, dude. I'm on the cusp. It's a very unique album.
Matthew, what were you thinking?
Like, oddly enough, okay, the album itself, if you kind of take every single song, every single lyric, and you look at it, it's a Bloomer album because it's an album of triumph.
I got a bit
and
bloomed by it.
Like the last song kind of solidifies it, you know?
Solidifies the album.
tea. Solidify the album. Solidify the tea. So that's what I thought. And I like it's kind of weird because the last song, Those Days, is not exactly the super Bloomer song.
Yeah. It's
But
never going to be a perfect fit. I think I agree with Bloomer. How about you, Lucas?
I think I don't know. It's very folky. It's kind of melancholy, but I don't think it's depressing, you know.
It's not quite a doomer vibe.
It's weird. Yeah, I had the same thing too. I was debating between Doomer and Bloomer because like the majority of it is kind of Doomer, but then it sort of gets Bloomer as it goes on, and it's just kind of, I don't know. I fight between those two, so I'm not sure. But I want to say Bloomer if I had to choose one.
I think it's the fun kind of sad. That's how I would describe this album.
The fun kind of sad.
Yeah.
Bloomer it is then.
I think that is Bloomer. Yeah.
Now, which
Bloomer was
song were
surprised.
you guys thinking?
Ooh.
Hmm.
You want to go Clay Pigeons?
Any humdrumming? I feel like that'd be terrible.
I feel like any. I don't know if any of the instrumentals should be picked as one of them.
Honestly, boys, when you really get to it, I think the meat of this album is Kettle.
Oh,
I'm okay
man,
with
I
picking
don't
Clay
know.
Pigeon. Like, it's definitely the best song on the album by far. I think it's significantly better than any other song.
If I can propose three, it's either Clay Pigeons, Onadine, or Those Days. That's what I'll say.
Dude, you guys are sleeping on Ruth. All I'm saying, dude.
I didn't really
What's your-
like Ruth that much.
What's your top three, Lance?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Okay, what about
Probably
Lucas, what's your
2048, Clay Pigeon, and like Onadine probably.
top? Okay.
I'm close, dude. I would say like 2048, Ruth, and Clay Pigeons.
Let's go Clay
Okay.
Pigeon. We all
So
agree
Clay
with this
Pigeons
one.
is kind of the.
That's it. Clay Pigeon, Bloomer song. Now we move into the segment where we learn about next week's album. Matthew,
All right.
you are prepared for this?
Uh-oh.
All right. So, last album I chose was LMFAO.
Party Rockers.
A little interesting album. Probably shouldn't have done that, but hey, it's fun.
That was a good episode. I like that episode.
Kind of a meme, but this one I want to go a little bit more serious. And I'm hoping no one's already listened to this because it just came out roughly 3 days ago.
I haven't listened to anything.
All right. So, their fourth version, I guess, of their albums, or studio albums, is from rapper Killer Mike and LP from the band or the group Run the Jewels with Run the Jewels 4.
Oh man.
Run the Jewels 4.
Yep.
See,
RTJ.
I'm surprised you thought I would ever have listened to that album. Or maybe you're just talking to Lucas.
Maybe Lucas.
I'm gonna roast the fuck out of this album, dude. I think Run the Jewels posts cringe constantly.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know
I don't think
anything
they're all
about this.
I don't think they're all bad. I think they got a little bit of flow. They can do a little bit of rhymes. They're kind of like a logic type get up. I think they posted a lot of cringe in their lyrics. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Lucas, are you ready for your question?
Oh yeah.
I got my blood boiling.
Your
Lance.
weekly
I'm
question.
ready.
This one's
I'm as
very.
ready
This
as
one's
I could
weird.
ever be.
It's like very scientific. Okay, it's like you're
Oh,
my case
God.
study, and I'm analyzing you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you 4 objects, and you have to tell me the order in which you would eat them. Okay?
Oh,
They're food objects.
fantastic. Yeah.
So it's pineapple,
Uh-huh.
pork chops, mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts.
Pineapple, pork chop, mashed potato,
And Brussels sprouts.
and Brussels sprouts.
Consider this at great length because this is an important question.
I think the optimal order is Brussels sprouts, mashed potato, pork chop, pineapple.
That's good enough. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the main thing I was trying to convey here is that you eat pineapple last.
Yes,
Yes.
It ruins your mouth.
Extraordinarily important.
Because it's like a dinner and a dessert. The pineapple's kind of like the fruit in the dessert.
It's the refreshing, dude.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it can like ruin your mouth if you eat too much
I've
of it.
heard of this phenomenon, Lance. I've never had it happen to me.
Maybe you're not eating sour enough pineapples. That's probably your issue,
I
Lucas.
like sour, dude.
So do I. So do I. The best thing a fruit can be is sour, in my opinion.
I agree. I think you're correct.
So that's this episode, boys. True that. Over and done with. Matthew, what's next week's album again?
RTJ4. Run the Jewels 4.
Run the Jewels 4. Put it on your calendar next week. That's it. Goodbye.
Find a big fat lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times.